everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey Zerker and I'm so happy that you're here. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below. I'd love to have you back. Today we're going to be doing some wedding information. It's kind of wedding, but kind of what we're going to be talking about today happens before the wedding. So we're going to be talking about this lovely thing on your finger. So for those of you who maybe aren't engaged yet, but maybe you're getting serious, I'm going to be giving you guys some information about if you should go to the ring store with your future fiance before you get engaged. And so let's jump right in. So I kind of grew up thinking that you don't go, like, you don't know anything before you get engaged. Like, you don't know when he's gone to the store. You don't know when he goes to ask your parents. Like, you don't know anything. So, however, as I started getting more serious with my fiance, I found out that my parents went to the ring store together before they got engaged. And my mom highly, highly, highly recommends it. And so Ben and I went to the ring store together probably about a month before he actually proposed. So here's why I highly recommend that you go to the ring store with your future fiance. Number one, what you save on your Pinterest board may not be what you actually like when you see it on your finger. I am a prime example of this, okay? Because what I have on my finger, so first of all, what I saved on my Pinterest, there are certain aspects of the engagement ring that I have that were saved on my Pinterest. Let me take this off. So will it focus? It's gonna focus. Focus. Nope. Okay, but you can see that there is diamonds going along the band here, and I saved that in my Pinterest, and that was something that I really liked. And you can also see that there is a halo around the main center diamond, and I also had that saved on my Pinterest. Now, what is different is I have, you can't really see this, I have a round cut diamond, and then the halo is like an hexagon shape, and then underneath it's got this rose gold like little birdcage flower bud thing. It's very pretty. It makes the diamond look like a flower bud, and I love that. I love flowers. So what I had saved on my Pinterest was a cushion cut ring with a halo. So the halo then becomes more of like a square or a rectangle. And I hated the round diamonds that I saw on Pinterest. I didn't like them. I loved the way that the cushion halo looked. Then we got to the ring store and I started putting on the cushion cut halos, and we went to K Jewelers first, and I was putting them on and I liked them. They looked good. But I went into K Jewelers and I said, this is what I like. I like cushions with halos and the diamonds on the band. And so that's what she gave me. She didn't give me any other styles to try on. And we were in a mall and there were like 4 jewelry stores around. So we decided to go to Zales after that. And so I went in, I told the lady, this is what I like, cushion cut, even though I had just tried on cushion cut halos and, you know, wasn't like in love, but I did like them. Like, they still looked good, but it wasn't like what I was expecting it to be. So she decided, she put me in some of what I liked, but then she just started giving me styles that I didn't say that I liked. I didn't say I didn't like them, but I just didn't, ask for those. And she goes, I'm giving you these so that you can really, truly figure out what you like. And so, come to find out, I thought I didn't want something too raised off of the hand. Like, that's not extremely high off of the hand, but it's not flat on the finger as well. And that's what I told Kays, like, I want something that's low on the finger. Come to find out, I actually don't love the ones that are low on the finger. I love round cut diamonds. And so I, started putting on more and started loving more that looked like this. And what I wanted to do so that it was still a surprise for me with my fiance is give him 3 choices of rings, my top, first choice, second choice, third choice, so that way he could still choose which ring he wanted to get, so that I didn't sit here and pick out the ring for myself. So that's something you can do if you don't want to know the ring that your future fiance is going to be picking you out. Give him your top 3 choices. So the moment I put this on, I did the little, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. And that was the first time I had said I love the ring. And then my second choice, I also really loved. That was my fiance's favorite. And then the third choice, we both really liked. I wouldn't say we loved it, but it was also a little bit more expensive than what Ben wanted to pay. So I knew it was going to be one of the first 2 choices, but I had no idea which one he was going to go with. So that's why one of the reasons I suggest actually going to the ring store before you get engaged, because you might think you know what you like. And had I given Ben my Pinterest board to go off of, he would have gone to the store and he would have shown the cashier, this is what I'm looking for. Can you get me a ring like this? They would have given it to him and I would have liked it, but I, hadn't tried anything on. I've never had a ring on my finger, and probably that's the same for most of you unless you've been married before. So you don't know really what you like. And what I found out is most of the pins that I was saving onto my Pinterest board, the hands that had the cushion cut ring were larger, and so the fingers were longer and they were a little bit thinner. And I've got small, not chubby, but medium thickness fingers. So I just found out that I just loved this. Another reason that I would say go to the ring store with your future fiance before you get engaged is you are able to find out your ring size there, so that when your fiance goes back to get the ring at the store, he can get it sized right then and there, so that once it's on your finger, it fits and you don't have to take it back in to get it resized. Now, when we got engaged, the ring I sized a 6.5, and Ben ordered me a 7, because we were getting engaged when it was starting to get warmer. We got engaged at the end of March, and my fingers do tend to swell up when they get warm. So I didn't know, because 6.5 was pretty snug. So I didn't know if it was going to be too snug. But I did end up, after we got engaged, going back to Zales and asking them to resize down to a 6.5. And I did that when we went and got our bands. So your sizing and what you like is why I suggest. Also, when you're in the appointment and they start talking about pricing, you need to leave. Okay. I did not want to be there for details of pricing. And when I went to Kay's, I picked 3 choices there at Kay's before we went over to Zales, and they kept me in the meeting while they were talking to my fiance about pricing. And I felt very awkward. But at Zales, they kicked me out while they talked to Ben about, after I gave them my top 3 choices, they kicked me out while they talked to Ben about pricing. And I think that was way more comfortable for me. And then that also takes the pressure off of your fiance, because the one that you really love might be out of his price range. And he doesn't want to say something. He might not feel that he can voice that to the clerk if you're sitting right there and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this ring, and he can't afford it, so get out. So Ben and I also went to Zales to get his band, and I highly recommend, ladies, when it comes time to buy your fiance's ring, that you take him with you, because same thing. Ben had some ideas of what he liked, but he wasn't sure. And it wasn't until he saw those on his finger that he was able to make a decision. So, he didn't really have this big, huge thing of wanting to be surprised. At least he didn't tell me. So if he did, I didn't know about it. But I did buy the band like right then and there. He knew which one I got. So if you're wanting to be surprised and not go to the ring store at all, that's totally fine. Do whatever you want, what you and your future fiance decide. But there are ways to still be surprised and still go in to see what you want. But if you just want to be surprised, men, go buy your women that ring that you love and you think she's gonna like. You're proposing, so you know. And ladies, if you want to surprise your man with his band, you just go to the store and get him something. So, but if you're going to do that, I still highly suggest like at least looking at pictures together, just to get an idea of what they like. So that's my suggestions, and I will see you guys in my next video. I am going to be doing some curly videos and some wedding videos. I might try to sneak some makeup videos in there, but those are going to be the 2 main ones. And if you haven't already, you can follow me on my Instagram. I'm going to put that in the description box down below. I post things about, you know, when the new videos come up on YouTube, makeup, curly hair. I haven't done too much wedding over there. And then just some things I'm doing in my life. So I'd love to see you guys there as well. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.